Last fall, I went on a trip to Vermont. I didn't know it in the moment, how it would teach me such a valuable lesson on the present moment. And to truly learn how to embody it in every aspect, as it is the root of connecting with our essence. What is the present moment, really? I believe being in the present moment is one of the core roots of connecting with ourselves, connecting with our inner self. And it's the core way of us learning to embody that inner peace within us that we all have. Being in the present moment allows us to be content with where we are. Although we know our highest potentials are on its way, being present allows us to embrace the journey from where we are and not constantly be in the mindset of wanting more. Because you are going to have more, and you will eventually accomplish all your dreams and passions. And the most important thing is to embody every step of the way, embody every part of the journey for what it is. In reality, there's really no separation between us and our dreams and our passions. It's already here. Because if we even have that desire in our hearts, even have those dreams that we so want so bad, it means it's already ours. It wouldn't be in our vicinity, it wouldn't be in our consciousness if it wasn't ours. And so believing in that and knowing that, it allows us to just understand that things will work out perfectly the way it is when we let go of the control and just be present. And this allows us to live in a state of gratitude, peace, acceptance, surrender, and unconditional love. So for our first day here, we decided to just stay at the B&B we were at and just take in all the beauty there. We wanted to have a day where we could just settle in and take in the environment, the energy, the nature around us. And what's also crazy is that I was so close to canceling this trip. A few weeks prior, I had actually strained my back, my rhomboid. It was really scary because it was the most pain I've ever felt, like in my body, and it limited my movements, limited so much for me. As I'm a very active person, I love doing things. I love hiking, exploring, and doing a bunch of shit. So I had to, change things up, try to just keep the hikes to a more easy level. I accepted that, and I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna have the time of my life coming here, and I trusted that. And that proved so much to me. We're really lucky that there's a river right in the back, and that's pretty much where we were all day. We just embodied everything for what it is. And whenever my mind would try to go elsewhere, it would come right back to the present moment effortlessly. It was really the first time where I truly embodied it and understood what it was like to be in the presence. In that moment, I just knew this was to teach me this. It was to show me what it felt like and why it's so important, why it's so liberating and freeing to do so. It felt so amazing just sitting by the water and listening to the river, the sounds of the river flowing over the rocks. That really started the trip on an amazing note. The next day, we went out exploring for the first time. I remember driving out there and just being in such awe with how beautiful everything was. I remember everything so clearly. I remember the fresh, crisp air with the vibrant colors that just traveled miles and miles on the mountain.
I want you to do the video of my arms hanging.
After exploring around a bit, we went on our first hike to a waterfall. It was actually a bit harder than we thought because it was a lot steeper, and with the rain, it made it slippery. So we had to be careful going down the rocks and not slip and slide everywhere. I was definitely a bit worried about my back. It was such a steep hike, I didn't want to strain my back anymore. But throughout the hike, I didn't feel any pain, so I kept going. I just trusted that if I was brought to this hike, it was definitely for a reason. We ended up staying there for a while, just grounding with the earth, soaking up all the beauty around us, feeling so much gratitude. On our last hike, we went on a trail that went along the same river in the backyard where we were staying at. It was a very special hike because we set the intention to allow our inner child to guide us and lead us on an adventure. We set the intention to play and have fun exploring the area. The universe loves connecting with us through the present moment. It shows how we don't have to try, we don't have to seek the answers, as it comes to us effortlessly when we're in the present moment. Everything about this trip was so magical. To be able to let go fully and surrender to everything, it was the most liberating feeling I've ever felt. It showed me that my life can be magical like this every day. Every day can be beautiful just like this. It doesn't take away the challenges in life and the hardships that we go through, as everything has a purpose in our evolution to bring self-awareness to us, wisdom and healing. It shows the importance of duality.
guess what? Tomorrow we're going to a concert.
We are.
Like, this is not even it. Like, it's not the end.
Before we left the mountains and headed our way to the city of Burlington, we went on a farm tour, a beehive and maple farm tour, where they had 2 of their golden retrievers come along with us for the experience.
And Doug jokes that I'm in my little Santa's workshop downstairs here. But I do. I hammer the frames together. I install the wax. This is natural wax. The wires are for strom again.
So when you get his bag, I go through. Well, it's like Target, you know.
So cute. Honey, that was like the most raw you can really have honey. It's right out of the thing.
That tasted so good.
Listen to that for a second. Video of that sound.
But the other thing is they're incredible at producing heat. But if you take your hand and just hold it, not on the frame because you don't want to get stung, but near it, you can feel the heat coming from the work that they're doing. So
So they cool it down too, right?
yeah, they can. They'll leave the hive and they'll fan outside the hive.
Yeah.
So, this machine, Becca calls the Willy Wonka meets Chitty Chitty Bang Bang machine that we do is wood fired. It's not the most efficient way to make maple syrup. We have to feed this firebox throughout the process. The firebox gets to 1500 degrees. Hey, go on in, guys. Hey, go work the running bit. Everybody's gonna film you. You ready for your big moment? Here you go.
Wow. This tour was very special in itself. It was beautiful to see how us strangers from the beginning can bond so well throughout the whole time. And to encounter such wholesome, humble people, that was truly a blessing. On our last night in Vermont, we went to the city of Burlington to go to a show by a band called Mo Lauda and the Humble. I discovered this band last summer and I fell in love from the start. So I was really excited to see that they were performing literally the last day we were there. It was such a crazy synchronicity that they were performing there the last night we were in Vermont. So we knew we could not miss out on this show. The show was at a smaller venue, so it was a smaller crowd. But that didn't matter at all because even though there were only like 50, 60 people in the crowd, it felt like there was over 100 people because of the energy that everyone was giving. It was just so amazing how the energy was so high and everyone was just enjoying themselves, just singing their hearts out and dancing, really enjoying every moment of it. This trip will always hold a very special place in my heart, and I'll be forever grateful for everything through this. It's truly, truly changed my life for the better.